KLOS and Go Country are on? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He is to the gold industry what Rush Limbaugh was to the radio industry.
That's a pretty big statement.
Keep going, Kenny, and exposing the fraud of the gold industry because there's no such thing as paper gold. That's wrapped around chocolate. Are you gonna turn this so in case someone sends me a message?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Danny Moore, this guy loves me, man. Keep going, Kenny. Expose the fraud.
Time now for the Gold Show with Kenny Michaels. Now, here's your host, Kenny Michaels.
All right, hey, welcome to the Gold Show, everybody. I'm your host, Kenny Michaels. It is great to be here today. Thank you for making us a part of your day today. Welcome aboard. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn the phone lines on. You're welcome to call in with questions. We have the amazing Helena is on phones today. The number here to get me live is 888-350-3005. That's the number you can call into to the show if you have questions about moving your retirement account or your cash into gold. Let's get started. Welcome aboard. So here's what I want to start with. Since inauguration, January 20th, 2025, the U.S. dollar has dropped 10%. In that same time, gold is up 24%. 24% since Inauguration Day, while the dollar has sunk 10% since Inauguration Day. Okay? That's huge. Because since Inauguration Day, your ability to purchase, your purchasing power has gone way down. Unless, of course, you're smart and you're in gold, like me. Right? I'm good looking and I'm smart because I'm in gold. So while your dollar lost 10%, my money went up 24%. That's the way gold works. In the last 6 months, I'm giving you new data. Gold is up 23.2%. In the last year, it's up 41.09%. And in the last 20 years, it's up 694%. Ready for this? Silver is on a tear. Silver is on a major tear, a major rush. Listen to these numbers. In the last 6 months, silver is up 29.7%. Jiminy crickets, 29.7%. In the last year, silver is up 39.6%. And in the last 20 years, 453%. Both gold and silver during the last 20 years have outperformed the stock market. So anyone who tells you, well, if you're getting gold and silver, you're not going to make much money is a first-class certified idiot. Yes, there was a time gold and silver was not a money-making investment. It was a preservation of wealth. Yes, that's true. Not anymore. It's the number one market cap by the end of 2024. It's been the number one market cap. It's the number one most invested asset there is today. It is the most profitable investment there is today. Okay? Look at these numbers. What else is going up 29.7% in 6 months? Silver. Nothing else. In the last 6 months, silver's outperformed gold. Unbelievable. And your retirement account sits in an investment tied to the dollar that's dropped 10% since Inauguration Day. Your retirement account is stagnant. It's not doing anything. Month after month, you get your statement, right? It hardly moves or it goes down. But you're older. You're trying to retire. And your account goes down or doesn't go anywhere. Well, what the hell's the purpose of it? If you want growth, move to gold. Move to silver. Make sure you put some silver in your new IRA. When you call Reagan Gold Group to move your retirement account into precious metals, make sure you get some silver. Absolutely. Look at these numbers. Crazy. Reagan Gold Group's phone number, by the way, 888-351-8999. They are there right now. Call in, say you're watching or listening to the good-looking Kenny Michaels. By the way, if you want to watch this show that I'm doing, go to YouTube, type in The Gold Show with Kenny Michaels, and we're streaming live on YouTube. Okay? The number to 888-351-8999. When you call over there, say, hey, I want to take advantage of this crazy increase that precious metals are doing, and wait till you hear what the future holds. But anyway, call them and say, listen, I'm listening or watching the good-looking Kenny Michaels, and I want to get my account moved. They'll do it. There's no charge to get it done. Call them. 888-351-8999. Or if you want me to handle your account, you want good looks attached to this transfer, no problem. Go to mygoldquiz.com. If you go to mygoldquiz.com, answer 2 questions on that website, it will come to my email, and I promise you when the show is over, you'll be hearing from me. Okay? All right. The number here to get me live, 888-350-3005. That is the number to get me live. I'm Kenny Michaels. This is The Gold Show. Here we go. Listen to this. Yahoo Finance is now reporting, and this is the most scariest thing I've ever seen. This is why the projection for gold is off the charts. Listen to this. It says that 62% of Americans think that they have to work longer to save their retirement account. Those are 62% of people who don't realize that they can move to gold, and that will save your retirement account. How can something that's going up 29% in 6 months, when we have so much volatility, not save your retirement account? Don't you think for a minute that if your retirement account was sitting in silver, if you moved to silver 6 months ago, and it's up 29.7% in 6 months, don't you think that would save your retirement account? Why the hell do you have to work longer? How stupid is that? 51% of all Americans, this is according to Newsweek, listen to this. 51% of all Americans said they will not be able to support the retirement lifestyle they envisioned. That's a question on this show today. Okay? What do you envision for retirement account? What type of a lifestyle? Sit home on the couch eating Cheez-Its because you can't afford to go anywhere? Do you expect your quality of life to change when you retire? Why should it? You just have to change the asset class in your retirement account. That's all you got to do. Your lifestyle should not change because you're retired. As long as you're in the right investment and you are making money in your retirement account. And the money in your retirement account that you'll eventually draw from will go further if you're in precious metals and if you're in the dollar. Because anything that has dropped 10% since Inauguration Day is not something I want to be invested in. But something that went up 24% since Inauguration Day is absolutely something I want to be invested in. Anybody who tells you that Trump is not good for gold is obviously a certified idiot. Why do I say that? Well, it's simple. Since Inauguration Day, the dollar has sunk 10%, while gold is up 24%. So Trump isn't good for the dollar. Trump is good for gold. The projection going forward for precious metals is incredible. Goldman Sachs changed their prediction from 4,500 to 4,800. Ready for this? Bank of America says gold's going to hit 3,800 by October. That's Bank of America. By October. This is July. August, September, October. 3 months. In 90 days. You're looking at probably over a 10% increase in gold. In 90 days is what they're saying. So, again, where do you want to house your retirement account? And here's the best part. How would you like to make 29.7% in the last 6 months and know you're private from the government? How sweet is that? That's silver. If you like gold, no problem. In the last 6 months, gold's up 23.2%. And you're private from the government. I have told more people who reach out to me through mygoldquiz.com, or they call Reagan Gold Group, 888-351-8999, and somehow, some way they want to talk to the good-looking Kenny Michaels. No problem. I make myself accessible to everybody. But listen to this. How in the hell do you not move to gold if you're, say, 58 and older? It's a win-win situation. Every single person I speak to off this show, I always say, how old are you? Oh, I'm 64. Okay, you're 64. Moving into precious metals right now is a win-win situation for anybody near or at retirement age. Why do I say that? Well, when you hit 59 and a half, as you know, you can withdraw money from a retirement account, right? Okay. If you're in precious metals and you withdraw in your precious metals, you take the money out in your physical gold and silver, it reduces what you owe Uncle Sam. Well, isn't that a benefit to you? Isn't that a win-win to you? Okay? It's a win-win. Right? Because if you pay less to Uncle Sam, that means you keep more of the money. But if you don't move your retirement account into precious metals and you make a withdrawal, you pay tax on every dollar you take out. Right? To me, that's win-win. Let me add more to your win-win. There's privacy. There's no privacy in an IRA with Charles Schwab. None. They're actually a government snitch. There's no privacy with Charles Schwab. But there's privacy when you're in precious metals. Another win-win. You're also now invested in something that's a physical hard asset that's been around. What'd they say? 6,000 years, never gone to zero, right? It's outlasted empires. It's outlasted economic collapses. It's outlasted currency wars. It's here. And through all these tariffs and volatility and wars and the fight between the Fed and Trump, and the fight between Musk and Trump, and this and that and everything you're reading about, and all this uncertainty, we don't know where the hell we're going. Lord, please help us. Help us, Lord. Help us, Lord. Praise Jesus. Help us, Lord. He did. He said, just invest in my money and you're good. Just invest in my money. And your financial worries are over. We have other worries. You know, I'm 63, right? Darn good looking for 63. I know what you're thinking. You're watching the show thinking, man, I wish I looked like him. I get it. My engineer, Eric, says the same thing. My video guy, Fernando, says the same thing. These guys like, man, I hope I look like you when I'm 63. But here's the thing you need to know, right? I'm 63. So at my age, yeah, we have other worries, other problems, right? Your health, you start having this issue with your knee or that issue with your ankle or your right ear doesn't work or God knows you have a cataract or a Cadillac or whatever the heck you got in your eye. Those are things we can't control, right? Health issues are health issues. But when the Lord says you don't have to worry about money, just invest in my money and you're good, these numbers prove him right yet again. Money in the bank, let's talk about that. You making money? You making money on your stupid looking CD that you think you made some wise investment at 3.5%? 3.5%. You locked your money up. Now, think about this concept for a minute, please. Think like a normal human being. Don't be bipolar. Don't be anything. Think normal now. Here we go. You agreed to lock your money up at the bank for 1 year at a lousy what? 4%? Think what I just said. You gave your money to the bank. They tied it up and gave you back 4% on your money. Now listen to this. Let's take scenario number 2. Let's take that same money that's in the bank. Let's send it to Reagan Gold Group and buy silver. Let's just say we buy silver. That silver goes in your safe at home. You say, Mr. Michaels, I don't have a safe. Okay, we'll send you one for free. Okay, so now you have this beautiful safe. You put your beautiful silver in there. Had you done it a year ago, in that same 1 year time, you'd have made 39.6%. So you're tying your money up at a CD for a lousy 4% when you could have tied it up in your safe at home and made 39.6% and no penalty to take the metals out of your safe, right? If you have to take them out and cash them in, no penalty. When you have to cash in a CD early, you're going to get a penalty. Now, fortunately for you, Reagan Gold Group will cover the penalty for you to help you get out of your CD, or if you have an annuity, annuities suck. Okay, so if they do and there's a penalty, we'll help you get out of that. What I'm trying to point out to you is the dollar has sunk. Okay, 10% since inauguration day. Well, gold's up 24%. So do you want to be invested in something that has sunk? Something with volatility? Something with uncertainty? And you're what? 62? 68? 70? What type of lifestyle are you looking for when you retire? If you're looking to have the same quality you have while you're working, get into gold. Get into silver. The numbers are there. I didn't make these numbers up. The numbers are there. And anybody who tells you, by the way, that silver hasn't done anything, slap them for me. Because in the last 6 months, silver's up 29.7%. In the last year, it's up 39.6%. Silver's on a tear right now. So when you call Reagan Gold Group at 888-351-8999, call them right now. They're there right now. Whoever picks up that phone is going to help you right now. Call them. Tell them, hey, I want to get some silver. I want to get my money out of the bank. I want to buy gold and silver. You should diversify. Don't buy all silver. Don't buy all gold. Buy a little of both. Here's why I say that. I'm right again. Listen. 3 months ago, gold was on a tear. And silver was, very quiet. Silver was quiet as a church mouse. And gold was, look at me, I'm soaring. And then all of a sudden, gold said, hey, I'm tired, I'm taking a break. Silver, you pick up the slack. So now silver's like, look at me, I'm soaring. And gold is, very quiet. This is why you want both metals in your IRA. This is why you want both metals when you make a direct purchase and we ship the metals to your home. You want both of them. Right now, silver's on a massive tear. 62% of Americans think they have to work longer to save their retirement account. No, you don't. You just got to move out of a bad asset class into a good asset class, move into gold. That's all you got to do. As long as you're in something that is surging, you don't have to work longer. Because your retirement account is doing the work for you. Isn't that what it's supposed to do? Isn't it supposed to do well for you? So it's there when you need it? The volatility in stocks is ridiculous right now. The market is like, literally, I think the market is like at Magic Mountain. You know, I'm standing in line to ride this roller coaster. Oh, look at, whee, up we go, whee. Oh my God, my account's dropping. Woo! Hands up. Ah! Okay, that's what it is. Hands up, hands up. Your IRA's dropping, hands up. Woo! What did it say in that movie Madagascar, right? When the guy said, put your hands up, right? Put your hands up, right? And then all of a sudden, oh, it's going back up again. Oh, whew, that was scary, that drop. That was scary. Oh my God, here we go again. That's the stock market. But gold and silver in the last 6 months, in the last year, it's just up, 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 up. Think about how much money your account would have in it if you invested in silver a year ago. You'd be up 39.6%. Gold, you'd be up 41.09%. Think about what your account would look like. I don't have to do the math for you. You can do it. Put fresh batteries in your calculator. Take your account. Look at your IRA. So I have 100,000 in my account. If a year ago I would have put that 100,000 in gold, I would have 141,000 in my account. Right? When we are near or at retirement age, we protect our money and we look for where there's growth, because our income's going to drop when we're retired. That's normal. And if we get into the assets that are growing, our lifestyle during retirement doesn't change. Okay? We still live our good quality of life because we're chameleons. We have to adjust to what's going on. Right now, the dollar is not where we want to be. Physical gold and silver is. That might change. You heard me say 2 weeks ago that 3-4 years from now, I might be doing a wheat and barley show. This is Kenny Michaels at the Wheat and Barley Show. Welcome aboard. Let's talk about how many barrels of wheat and barley we can buy. That might be a show. I don't know. Wheat and barley might be the next investment for all I know. I don't know. But for now, putting your money in physical gold and silver is the smartest, most profitable thing you can do right now, because it's what's working. These numbers I'm giving you, again, they are what they are. The fact that the dollar has fallen 10% since Inauguration Day, if that doesn't scare you, then there's something wrong with you. You need therapy. That means that the money sitting in your dollar bills, in your IRAs, in your CDs is worth less, 10% less. If that money would have sat in gold, you'd be up 24%. Unbelievable. Call Reagan Gold Group. 888-351-8999. That is their number. They're there right now. Or you can go to mygoldquiz.com, and if you do, you're going to get me, the good-looking Kenny Michaels. I want to talk about something at mygoldquiz.com. First of all, you're going to see on there, I was chosen, and I'm honored as hell, like you can't. I'm blessed, and I'm beyond grateful, and thank you. I was honored to be interviewed by Kevin Harrington, the original Shark Tank investor. He has a show called American Entrepreneur, and he chose me, of everyone in the United States, to interview about moving money into precious metals. I'm beyond honored, and thank you, Kevin, for that. You can see that interview on mygoldquiz.com. Okay? You know, gold and silver is a weird type of an investment. I say that because it never fails. Oh, there's days it goes down a little bit. Sure. But it never fails. Your money's always here. And it's weird in the sense that financial advisors don't want you to go there. because they can't sell it to you. And the ones who can sell it to you, well, we know about a lady in Texas that got scammed $600,000 by her financial advisor because she went with him to buy gold when gold isn't his specialty, right? Big mistake. You want to buy gold? You go to someone that only does gold. You want to buy a hamburger? You only go to In-N-Out. You don't order a Chinese chicken salad at Taco Bell thinking it's going to taste good, because it isn't. Okay, it's not what they do. Okay, these financial companies, the Edward Joneses, the Schwabs, the Fidelities, the UBSs, the God knows whatever else they're called, they're jack of all trades, master of nothing. That's not what you do with your retirement account. Okay? All right, call Reagan Gold Group. They'll help you right now. They'll take your money from the bank. They'll put it into gold. We'll ship it to your house. Or they'll take your retirement account, put it into what's surging. Let's go. These are unbelievable numbers, and the projection is off the charts. Call them at 888-351-8999. They're there right now. Or you can go to mygoldquiz.com, and I will help you. By the way, before we go to break, the number to get me live, 888-350-3005. I'm Kenny Michaels. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I'm I'm Kenny Michaels. This is The Gold Show. Welcome back to the show. Thank you for making us a part of your day. The number to get me live here in studio, 888-350-3005. You can go to mygoldquiz.com, and I will help you personally. Just answer 2 questions. It'll come to my email, and I'll call you when this show's over, okay? Or you can call Reagan Gold Group directly, 888-351-8999. All right, so the government wants you to work longer. They say you need to work longer to save your retirement account. They want you to work longer, that way you'll pay more taxes. See? You just got to get smart. When you move into gold, the government does not want you in gold, just so you know. Okay? So if you're one of these people that kisses the government's tushy, then stay where you are. Stay where you are. But the government doesn't want you in gold because they can't track it. They can't manipulate it. You pay less tax when you're in gold. In some cases, you pay no tax depending how you buy the gold. Anytime there's something that's tax benefit to us, they don't like it, right? Think about it, right? They don't like the fact that they can't have their hand in what we have and what we do and what we invest in. They don't like that. Okay? So at the end of the day, you have to be able to realize that working longer isn't making you rich. It's making your employer rich. It's making your government rich. Moving into physical gold and silver gets the government's hand out of what you have. And based on these numbers, it's making you rich, not somebody else. I mean, look. In the last 6 months, silver's up 29.7%. Name me one other investment that is private from the government that in the last 6 months is up a tad under 30%. Name me one besides silver. You cannot. In the last year, silver's up 39.6. Gold's up 41.09. Name me another investment that's producing those numbers in a year. Go ahead. Prove me wrong. Remember that commercial with a battery with Robert Conrad? Remember that? Put the battery on his shoulder. He says, go ahead. I dare you. Well, guess what? I dare you. I dare you to show me another investment that's up 41% in a year and is private from the government. And the projection to go for the future is to go even higher. Name me one other investment. You can't. Nor can your financial guy. In the last 20 years, listen to this, folks. In the last 20 years, gold is up 694%, while the stock market was up 400%. Did you know even silver in the last 20 years is up 453%? While the market was up 400. So even silver, little baby silver, has beaten the market by 53% in the last 20 years. Name me something else that's better than this. That gives you privacy. You pay less taxes. I didn't say you pay no taxes, but if you move it into a retirement account, you pay a lot less tax. It's private, and it's surging. Not surging by a few percent. We're talking crazy numbers here. Name me one other investment that competes with this. You can't. How do I know that? Well, it's simple. The number one market cap at the end of 2024 was gold at 17 trillion. The number 2 market cap was Apple at 3.6 trillion. Okay, gold just didn't become number 1. Gold kicked its tushy. It wasn't even close, and they didn't cheat like the New England Patriots did to get to number 1. Okay, gold didn't cheat, right? Gold didn't deflate balls to get there, or Spygate, or whatever else is, the New England Patriots did to become champions all those years. They cheated. Gold doesn't do that. This isn't a Coldplay kiss cam, for crying out loud. There was no cheating allowed. No cheating allowed. Gold did it legit. It's legit. Non-manipulated. Legit. Okay? And so, people who think they have to work longer, you're hearing that from the government because you pay more tax. Hell no. Just move to gold. Look, you've heard me say, I'm 63 years old. You've heard me say that my gold IRA is killing it. So if it's working for me, it'll work for you. I'm no genius. Well, I'm pretty smart, but I'm no genius. Okay? Sure, I'm probably better looking than you, but there's nothing wrong with that. You have attributes that I don't have. But one thing I will tell you is my IRA's killing it. Is yours? Or are you stagnant? Are you stagnant, barely moving, maybe even dropping down a little bit? Everybody is. You're not alone. When you stop being stubborn and start being smart, smart money moves to metals. That's what they say. Smart money moves to gold. We're on a commodity explosion here for gold and silver. Jump on that rocket ship. Reagan Gold Group makes it happen. These guys are unbelievably good. You don't get scammed. There's no phony metals. All the metals you get are pure. All the metals you get are American. It's a real deal over there. 888-351-8999. That's their number. They're there right now. Give them a call. 888-351-8999. Anybody that answers that call will be able to help you. No problem. The number to get me, well, if you want to talk to me live on air, I'm at 888-350-3005. If you want to call in and ask a question about buying gold, whether it's through your retirement account or cash, that's what I have open phone lines for. But this show is here to educate people, right? So when you call in and we talk, I not only educate you, I educate the other 4 or 5 people that are tuning into this show. So again, 888-350-3005. If you want me, the good-looking Kenny Michaels, to help you with your retirement account, to help you with your cash in the bank, I return a call to every person that goes to mygoldquiz.com. You hear from me. You get a text message. You get a voice message. Sometimes I send out a carrier pigeon with a message to you. Either way, you're going to hear from me. Go to mygoldquiz.com. Okay. Goldman Sachs has come out on CNBC on Thursday and said that they're worried about the economy because the dollar's on a downward spiral. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why you're going to see gold explode in the future. Because the dollar is doing the opposite. Something else you should know. There's a lot of talk, and you've all heard it, there's a lot of push by Trump to get the Federal Reserve to drop interest rates. Now, you think that'll be a good thing, right? Well, let's put it this way. If you have money in the bank and interest rates go down, you hate life. But the good news is, when interest rates go down, what happens to gold? Boom! Goes up. Why? Because gold works by demand. The more people that move into gold, the better for gold, right? Well, as interest rates go down, people realize the banks are paying me now even less. So where do they move? They move into an alternative asset. They move into gold. So it will increase the demand for gold, which increases the value of gold and silver. So if you think rates going down will be good, sure. It'll help it if you want to get an auto loan. It'll help you want to get a mortgage loan, sure. But for your money in the bank, it's disaster. But it's great for gold. So when you hear all these things, don't wait for that to happen. Get into gold now. So when it does happen, you take advantage of the surge. Does this make sense to you? You move into gold now before the events that happen that are going to drive gold up. You want to be in gold when that happens. You don't want to invest in gold once it happens. Right? You want to invest in gold now. So you take advantage of these surges. That's the name of the game. Don't wait for it to surge and then go buy it. Buy it now. Quick reminder, when you move a retirement account, an IRA, a 401k, a 403b, a 457a, a thrift savings plan, whatever, when you move these types of accounts with Reagan Gold Group, once the money moves into your new precious metals IRA, and it's time to get the metals, get both. Get silver and gold. In the last 6 months, silver's outperformed gold. But in the last year, gold's outperformed silver. That's why you want both. Because silver might go through a short-term surge, and you want to take advantage of that, man, especially if you're near at retirement age. This makes sense, right? You want to take advantage of where the money is. Follow the money. Chase the dough. Chase the dough. I don't mean, like the dough for like a donut, Chase the dough. Chase the money. The money's in gold. You're retired or near retirement. Okay? I spoke to a woman this week who called me and said, Mr. Michaels, I've been getting my statement on my IRA every month. These were her exact words. She says, this damn thing is doing nothing. She says, every day, every month I get up, I get my statement, and boom, it's not doing anything. Here it sits. She said she lined up the last 4 month statements in a row, and her account went up by $281 in 4 months. Because it went up, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up, it went down. At the end of 4 months, she's up $281. Let's see, that's how much? A little over $60 a month. Can you retire on that? $60 a month? I said, ma'am, not to make you vomit, but we ran the numbers, and if you would have been in gold in the last 6 months, I told her gold, I should have told her silver, but I told her gold. I said, ma'am, if you would have been in gold in the last 6 months, you would be up about $28,400. $28,400 or $60 or $280. Which would you prefer? That's why you move to precious metals. Look, you can argue the point all you want, but the numbers make me right and you wrong. That's it. I mean, you're an idiot if you argue with common sense, right? Makes you a certified idiot. It's like saying, you have gas, you drive a gas-powered car, and I say, if you don't fill this car up, it's not going to run. And you think I'm an idiot, and then you run out of gas. And then you're stuck on the side of the freeway. Am I still the idiot? If you would have just listened to me and put gas in your car, you'd still be on the road, right? Can't argue with common sense, right? These numbers are the numbers. Go ahead, I dare you. Show me another investment that's producing these numbers with the privacy and where the projection is to get even bigger. Show me one. I dare you. Go ahead, show me one. You can't. People say, well, what about Bitcoin? What about Bitcoin? You've ever held a Bitcoin in your hand? Bitcoin isn't private, folks. You trade your crypto on the internet. The internet has an IP address. The government knows everything you do when you open up that computer and you type your name, they know you did it. And the way they're taxing crypto is ridiculous. So again, name me an investment that's hitting 29.7% in 6 months that's private from the government with a projection to go off the charts. That's silver. Name me another one. You can't do it. What I don't understand are the people who sit day after day, week after week, month after month, watch their account do nothing. Now you're a week older, you're a month older, you're 6 months older, you're a year older. I don't understand you people. I don't get it. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Wake up. Slap yourself. Throw cold water on your face. What's up? I have an engineer here who's acting out all this right here in front of me. He thinks he's going to be the next, Tom Hanks. The point I'm getting at is that, listen, wake up. Move to the money. Move to the numbers. Move to the privacy. Secure your retirement not by putting in extra hours at work, by changing the asset class of your retirement account. Call Reagan Gold Group, 888-351-8999. They're there right now. Call them right now, 888-351-8999. Or if you want me to help you, I'll be happy to. Go to mygoldquiz.com. If you go to mygoldquiz.com, you fill out the form. It takes 2 seconds. There's 2 questions. I think one says, is Kenny Michaels good looking? And the other one says, if not, refer back to rule number 1 or something to that effect. Or Kenny Michaels is always good looking. If he's not, refer back to rule number 1, I think. Anyway, just answer the 2 questions. It'll come to my email, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Okay? I'll call you, hear what you got. Sari, doesn't matter to me. You know, some people think, oh, I don't have enough money. I have under 100,000. I don't have enough money. That's the next thing I want to talk about. How much of your retirement account do you put into gold and silver? Okay, let's talk about this for just a minute. A lot of it depends upon your situation. For example, if you're still working on your job, move it all. Take the whole account and put it into gold. Why? Because you don't need it right now to live on, right? You have another source of income. You're able to pay your bills by having a job. Great. Move it. Don't lose any money. I want to diversify. Yes, you should diversify. Okay? So some people, you maybe move half of your account and leave the other half in paper. But listen to what I'm going to tell you now, please, because this avoids stupidity. Whatever you move into gold and silver is meant to protect whatever you decide to leave in paper, not the other way around. So if you have $1 million in an IRA, you wouldn't move 100,000 into gold, because that 100,000 in gold is not going to protect the other $900,000 you left to gamble with. That's unrealistic. However, if you have $1 million in an IRA and you move 500,000, now you have 500,000 in hard asset, 500,000 in paper. When the paper drops, the hard asset goes up. Your portfolio looks strong. When the hard asset drops, the paper asset goes up. Your portfolio looks strong. That's how you put yourself in a win-win situation. So if you're not going to move the whole account, and you're going to leave somewhere it is, be realistic. You should have you should have at least half of your portfolio in metals, half in paper, or more in metals, less in paper. You should never have more in paper, less in metals. That's where stupidity takes over. So, and if you have a job and you're working and you haven't even tapped into this retirement account, you don't plan to for 3 or 4 more years, move the whole damn thing into precious metals. Because think about this. If gold stays consistent for the next 3 years, it's gone up 41.09% in the last year. If gold stays consistent in the net for the next 3 years, that means if it goes up 41% a year for the next 3 years, think about how much money you have in that retirement account. It's insane. Think about it. Just if it stays consistent. That means if it doesn't surge, if it just stays consistent, you're at 41% increase a year. That's crazy. It's crazy. And we know, there's more volatility coming, right? Tariffs are here to stay. At least for now, tariffs are here to stay. The more volatility there is, the better for gold. The better for you if you're in gold. I'm killing it in my retirement account. Why? Because I'm in gold. So working for me, it'll work for you. For those of you that have money in the bank, get it the hell out. Leave enough money in the bank each month to pay your bills. Leave a little extra for an ice cream. Other than that, get it into gold. If your broker tries to sell you gold, do not buy it from them. I know of a woman that purchased gold from her broker, and the coins arrived, they had holes in them. I told her, what'd you do? Invest in gold bagels? I don't get it. How can your coins have holes in them? Well, because your broker doesn't see the metals that go to you. They're not in the metals business. Again, they're jack of all trades, master of nothing. Okay? You buy gold from Reagan Gold Group. You buy stocks from a company that does stocks. Reagan Gold Group is not going to sell you stocks. They're not going to do that. That's not what they do. They do one thing and do it well. They have the In-N-Out Burger, Chick-fil-A approach. They do one thing and do it very well. I do one thing and I do it well, and that's radio. And I do it well because I drive the point home. I don't do radio. I don't do TV. I don't do movies. I don't do Broadway shows, right? That's not what I do. I do radio. And I do it damn well. Right? So, again, if you want to put your retirement account in physical gold and silver, don't do it through your broker. Your broker is going to sell you garbage, trash. And what about the buyback? What happens when you or your heirs go to liquidate? Right? When you do it through Reagan Gold Group, there's no fees, no commissions of any kind, not $1 in your buyback. They give you market value, and they don't report buybacks to the federal government because it's not required. Your broker will never do that. Okay, call them up, 888-351-8999. Again, 888-351-8999. Or go to mygoldquiz.com and you'll get me, the good-looking Kenny Michaels. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into the show. God bless. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. I am reminding you that there's no such thing as paper gold, only physical gold. Have a great day. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.